Hi there. It's still July, but we're going to go ahead and finish off the events starting from July 22nd, 1632. The foundation is laid in Madrid for the Buen Retiro Palace, built for King Philip IV of Spain. 1648, 10,000 Jews of Polano are murdered in Khmelnytskyi massacre during the Khmelnytskyi uprising. 1686, city of Albany, New York is chartered. 1691, battle at Agrim, English, Dutch defeats French forces in the field. July 23rd, 1632, 300 colonists bound for New France depart from Dieppe, France. 1664, 4 British ships arrive at Boston Harbor to drive the Dutch out of New York. Moving on to July 24th, 1651, Anthony Johnson, a free African American, receives a grant of 250 acres in Virginia. 1660, the Great Fire of 1660 in Constantinople, known as Istanbul today, spreads across the city, and just 2/3 of the city is destroyed, or are destroyed, including 280,000 wooden houses, with a death toll of around 40,000 people. 1673, Edmund Halley enters the Queen's College, Oxford, as an undergraduate. 1683, the first settlers from Germany to the Americas leave aboard the ship of Concord. 1684, expedition to establish a French colony in Louisiana leaves La Rochelle with 4 ships led by René Robert Cavalier, Sieur de la Selle. The expedition is disastrous with only 15 survivors. 1692, the French forces defeat William III of England at Steinkirk-on-Kyne. Moving on to July 25th, 1652, Nikita Menin becomes Patriarch of the Russian Orthodox Church. 1670, Austrian Emperor Leopold I expels 4,000 Jews from Vienna. On the same day, Don Juan Domingo Zuniga Fonseca becomes Governor General of Southern Netherlands. 1693, Ignacio de Maya founds the Real Santiago de los Sabina, now known as Sabinas Hidalgo, Nuevo Leon, Mexico. July 26, 1656, Dutch painter known as Rembrandt van Rijn declares he is insolent after living beyond his means. He spent too much time on an artwork and rare items. It leads to the most experimental and exuberantly creative period of his career. 1663, French troops invade the Papal territory, Comtat Venerzin. 1678, England and the Netherlands signed a treaty which sends an ultimatum to France itself. July 27th, 1641, Prince Frederick Henry captures the castle Agenep in his basic conquest or in a conflict. 1643, Oliver Cromwell defeats the Royalist forces at the Battle at Gainsborough. 1655, Jews of New Amsterdam petition for a Jewish cemetery. On the same day, Netherlands and Brandenburg sign a military treaty. Again, Brandenburg is a German state. It is when the Holy Roman Empire is still around. It's not unified as it once was. It's mostly made up of different German states and principalities. And moving on to 1661, English Parliament confirms the Navigation Act. 1663, English Parliament accepts what is known as the Staple Act. 1689, Battle in Kilkenny. The Jacobite Scottish Highlanders under Viscount Dundee defeat the Royalists under the Governor Mackay, or General Mackay, I should say. 1694, Bank of England granted 12 years charter by the Act of Parliament. July 28, 1635, Spanish Marshal Piccolomini conquers the area known as Skin-Nescans. 1696, de Croissy succeeds Le Pactia as French Minister of Finance. On to July 29th, 1634, a Dutch fleet under Johan van Warwijck lands on Curaçao. 1655, the biggest town hall in the world opens in Amsterdam. 1676, Nathaniel Bacon is declared a rebel for assembling frontiersmen to protect settlers from Indians. They made an agreement, but apparently settlers at the time did not feel safe. They pretty much wanted retribution or revenge or to ensure their own security against the neighboring tribes that once attacked them. At the moment, they made agreements not to attack each other. 1693, War of the Great Alliance, Battle of London Neruydin. France wins a victory of Pyrrhic proportions of Allied forces in the Netherlands, meaning they didn't really lose everybody, but the other side definitely lost most of their forces. July 30th, 1646, English Parliament sets King Charles I of Newcastle proportions. 1650, William II of Orange occupies Amsterdam. 1653, Johan de Witt sworn in as the Grand Pensionary of Holland. 1655, the Dutch troops occupy Fort Scudi, Ceram. 1656, Battle of Warsaw, Swedish King Charles X Gustav defeats Polish Lithuanian King John II Casimir and reoccupies Warsaw. And 1678, English troops land in Flanders, Netherlands, and Belgium. July 31st, 1653, Vendée's leaders surrender in Bordeaux. 1655, Russian-Polish War. starting 1654 to 1667. The Russian army enters the capital of the Grand Duchy, Lithuania, Vilnius, which it holds for 6 years. 1658, Aurangzeb appoints himself as the Mongol emperor. 1664, Pierre Corneille's Othello, a play, premieres in Paris. 1667, Peace of Breda, Second English War, Suriname versus Netherlands ends. Well, that's all for now. See you in August. Bye.